Okay, so yesterday over in Unity, what we were doing was we just started at the very end of it to create the command system in it. And if I wanted to take a look at what that looks like, let me start it up here. Just take a minute. But I recognize that this was something that I had already begun over here in our domain model. So here, if I look inside of my commands, if you recall, I made this already. So one command has a command string in it. So this is whatever it is that it's going to be called. Is it the name? I got to think for a second what that is. I don't know what that is. We don't need it. Anyways, it's just got a name and a description, okay? And then also a set that's associated to it. So there's one command set. So what I mean by that is that we're going to say that this stream has this set of commands, okay? We have a leading characters because this one is a chat. So that's not necessarily correct. We want to do these two, right? And then we want to have another command set here for Twitch. So just a second, we're going to extend it. And this is using Entity Framework code first. So this way, this will just create my database for me. And we want to make sure that this thing has a leading characters on it. This thing's also going to have a number of commands that are associated with it, right? Let's just add in my properties so when I update my database. We're going to say that this is going to be command sets Twitch. Is it going to be Twitch or is it going to be a chat? I think this should be a chat. Okay. So now this thing, because it extends it, we're just going to add this property to the table. It's not going to change anything, but I can just make sure that I add this to the context, which is here in the code first context. Here. And this is called a commands. It's called a command set Twitch or something. What was that called? Command sets chat. And then we want to make sure that that has no issues there, and it shouldn't. Okay. So each one of these sets is going to contain a command, which has a name and a description, and then it's going to have a number of replies to its individual one, and then it's going to have the public reply message. That's what a command string is. So we're going to say a message. Okay. You also have this reply. A reply here is going to be a reply. It was just called a message, right? Message reply. It's going to have a reference to another command. So you have these here. So that's your tree. So let's go ahead and create this. We want to set the Web API as the default project. Okay, and then here we want to do a add migration. I'm going to add a new migration to the code first folder. Oops, sorry. Make sure that you have the right project selected. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and update this. Good, our database is updated. Now we can re-enable all of our projects. Okay. So we want to make a web API to make sure that everything is working here. So we start down here in my module, if you recall, and we go into a allie.chat. I guess we'll put it right there. Yeah, because it's all part of chat. So we'll just add it right here to the, well, we'll start here. This is the client side, but this is our internal side. So our internal side isn't going to be adding and removing, so let's do it from this one. And we'll do it from the interface. And what we want to do is, here, we're going to have a task which returns an I collection of our get commands asynchronous, right? And then you have a task here, which is your, let's make sure that all these libraries are created here. So inside of my server DTOs, we're going to make a new folder in here called commands. And the first one we're going to have in here is a command set DTO. You're also going to have another one which is called a command DTO. You'll have another one which is called command Twitch DTO, sorry, chat DTO. And then you'll have a command reply, I recall, right? So used to Unity. Command chat reply. Hold on. Just 1 second. I want to double check up here in my library for this in domain. Command reply. Yeah, I thought you were missing one. Command DTO. Command set. Command reply. Command set chat. There we go. Command set chat, reply and command. Okay, so for DTOs, we don't want to have anything that is a, and we'll do this from a base unit on. This is just how we have it set up without having these as DTOs, but we'll change that coming up. Okay, and this one's going to be a, okay, and then this one is a, okay. And these are all things that are inside of our core. Come on. Okay. Command reply, command set, and command. Okay, that looks great. Okay, so now what we want to do is fill them. So we're just going to use split screen here. My naming conventions are keyboard smashes. You like that? So here, we're just going to go ahead and copy and paste these things in here, right? And we don't need this command set because we have command set view model. But this is a DTO, so we don't even have that or this. It's just going to be that. And the next one. We don't fall in love. This one's easy. It's just message reply. The next one here is message chat. It's leading characters and it's inheriting. This one's wrong. This is inheriting command set, right? Yeah, keyboard smash. Leading characters. This one's command set DTO, right? That one here goes to so there's no stream ID on this. Actually, hey there, Tim. Thank you for that host with 14 viewers. How are you doing, guys? Working on ASP.NET. MVC4 project includes a web API on the back end, also in ASP.NET. And then there's also a Windows service layer, which is, well, we've actually built most of it. And even though they're bound a little bit together right now, we're using dependency injection, and they're kind of dependent on each other because I'm still injecting them for just simple purposes. But most of that is set up through Amazon Elasticache, which is sort of like, it's a memcache server. So that all the data is just available for all the different levels. So it's an end-tiered application. If you have any questions, please pop them in the channel. All the videos from this one all the way up to the current one are up on youtube.com/c/liverdevtrying. If you haven't, give me a follow and check us out at the Discord, and let me put that link here in the channel. Thanks. That's my intro. Hey there, Tim. How you doing? Welcome. Ew, C#. And turtles. All right. Oh yeah, because of the videos. Okay, so this one, there's nothing in command set, just name, active, stream, and we don't have anything there. Okay, and then finally we have set chat. We already did that one. This one's set for command. We just double check. So set is good, set chat is good, reply is good, and DTO is good. And if you look at set chat DTO, it's inheriting. So we need to update our database again because I modified that. Thank you, classical uncle, for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, again, you can pop them in the channel. Let me see. So we want to set this one as the default project here. Sorry, it's my client application for my web API. So this way I can update my database. We're going to add a migration with the classic Rob migration name. Was that a recording or just heavily robotly memorized? Procedurally generated. I am a robot. Oops. Try it again. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay. Good answer. All right, here we go. Update database. That one I even thought was less rehearsed because I went into project specifics and stuff. Okay, so we're good there. That updated everything. Now we can set everything back to run. Okay, back down here on my modules. I need to take one more look here at library. So we set up these DTOs. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to set up view models this time. We'll just leave it like this at the moment. So back up here at data access layer on my server, on my client side, I think I built those in the rewards server, right? I built those in the wrong one. Let me see. No. It's in here. I built those in here. I did. So I need to move those over here for a second, because I'm working on the client library, so the third party, like you. So this thing needs to be changed over. We get to change this, and then this one here. and then this one, and then this one here, okay? That's fine to expose, that's fine to expose, that's fine to expose, and that's fine to expose, okay? So now we can go back up to the data access layer here, which is this one, and we're going to add this in here. The first one is that we're going to have a get commands, and this is going to be a command DTO. We'll add a reference to it here. All right, Tim. See you later. Enjoy. How are you guys listening to it through Discord? I put these videos up on YouTube, so I want to make sure that I try to keep them, well, except until the 9 to 10 hour. Trying to make the 9 to 10 hour the music request hour. Snook, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, buddy? All right, get commands asynchronous here. This one, what we want to pass is nothing. I guess it's going to be connected to a stream ID, right? Or we have one for an account ID. How do you want to do that? You want to get a first stream. So it's going to be a stream ID. So that's a good stream ID. Okay, let's go ahead and just grab these here. We're going to go ahead and do a find and replace and change providers here with commands. Get commands asynchronous comes from a good stream ID. And this one is a command DTO. You have to make your create and update requests still. This one here will be a command ID, right? We have two gets. We have our create, our update, and then we have to have a destroy here, which is going to be your command ID. Okay, you have a few more of those to add in, right? I'm here for programming. Stayed for the keyboard sounds. Okay, this one's going to be commands set, right? Let me see, that's commands set. So we just need to look at the library for that. That one, command set DTO. So commands are managed by a set, right? So this is actually a command set. Because this is by a stream, right? Yeah. Get command set, like that. Create command set, asynchronous. Update command set, delete command set. Okay, we have two more. Well, didn't mean to hit that. You have one for chat here. Get commands set chat. So a set chat, okay, that's fine. So let's do one here. So let's try that again. Commands. We could do commands sets chat. Like that. This is a command set chat create. This is a command set chat update, and then a delete. And this one's going to be a command set. And this one will be a command set. And the last one here is a set DTO, we got that, a reply, a command set active, get command reply DTO, get commands replies. This one here is a command set, right? Oh, it's just a command ID. Get command replies asynchronous. This one's going to be a, sorry, just an ID. This one's going to be a command reply create request, a command reply update request, and then this one here is a command reply set, sorry, command reply ID. I gotta double check all that. What is that? What's that, YouTube? Now you don't need to hear C# gibberish. Oh, that's the sound that the song that you guys are listening to. I'm with you. So let me just make sure that this here, get command sets. Now you don't need to hear C# gibberish. Get command set asynchronous, create. So this thing is a command set DTO, right? And this one is a command sets chat. Okay, get command. Like that. Okay, whew, that was fun. So let's go ahead and implement all of that. We need to create those creates and deletes, right? So actually we should leave this one open. And that's here. So we'll make a new folder here. And we're going to say that this is a commands. We'll just make a duplicate of this actually. This is going to be called a command request. So we'll say that this is a create request. And then you want to make a duplicate of this. Oops. And this is going to be called a command update request. And then it also needs to include that ID, which is called a command ID. Okay. So let's duplicate these and make them again. This one's going to be called a set. We need just to add that, right? And then also command reply. Sorry. Yeah, command. No. This one. Wait, did you not change the name here? Or did you duplicate the wrong one? You don't want that one. Update, create. You want to do this one. Command, create, command. This is an update request. Sorry. That's fine. Okay, so those two go together. And this one needs to be update. There we go. That's what was wrong. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and add in the stuff for this one. So we have a command create, which should be this. We have a command update, which is that. We have a command set create, which is not this stuff, it's this. And then we can get rid of this one. And then we have our command set update, which is this, plus a public ID string, which is called command set ID. Actually, I'm almost positive this just needs to be ID on both of those because of AutoMapper. Okay, we have two more. The first one here is command reply, create request. Which is here, command reply DTO. It's just easy enough. This one. So we'll just take this and we'll add it to the command create, command set, this one. We'll make a reply out of it and get rid of this. Right? Oh, and we have to change what all these are inherited from, so that's easy enough, okay? So you got the command reply and the request here is that. Now you can get rid of this one, and there's only one more, which is command set DTO. Set chat. Which just has leading characters on it. And it should be inheriting from my command set create request. This is going to be command set chat create request. This last one here is command set chat update request. Command set chat update request. Which is just the leading characters, and it's inheriting from my command set chat command set update request, like that. And then we can get rid of this one. Okay, let's make sure that all this is a base request. Okay, almost done. Oops, not that one. That one's already good. That one's fine. Okay. That's done. We have responses to do. Those are very fast. So We could just take two of them. For example, let's do channels. Those are easy. And we'll call this a command create request, and then a command response says. So the first one here is we need to add the view model. So to do that, the easiest way is to just take one of these and we'll make a new one here. And this is called commands. And the first one is called a command view model. The next one is called I guess you could just do it like that. Command set view model. Command set chat view model. And then it's going to be a command reply view model. Now this one we want to grab from the entities. Just grab this whole thing, so I just need this. We could just dump this in here and request from my base view model, right? Okay, we don't have that command set ID anymore. This is now a command set DTO, and this is a command reply DTO. And that's the view model. That's the bottom one. Command reply view model. Oops. Yep. That's up here. We don't need that. And this is going to be a command view model. I'm sorry, a DTO. The next one is this command set. Right? We don't need that one there. This one is a stream, so this is going to be a stream DTO. And that one will also be a DTO. DTO again stands for data transfer object, so that way instead of having children, or however I used to do it, if we say DTO, then that says kind of the same exact thing, where we don't have any complex properties inside, so our JSON is contained, works well with our web API. Okay, and then finally here, this one's done, that one's done, oh that's not. So command set chat, this one. It's just inheriting from command set. And this is going to be called a command set chat view model. Hey, good morning, ThinkBot Labs. How are you doing this morning? Base command, command set view model. There we go. All right. It's looking pretty good. Okay, whew. So now back here in the data access layer, we were creating this here, not there, in this one. We want to make sure that in my context, I have these things referenced. This is for commands. So you're going to have a command set, a command set chat, and then a command reply. Let's go ahead and add a reference. Okay, we need to add these to the context. I'm sorry, the interface. Okay, And then we need to add that to the repository, which is here. Whoa, repo generic, but that's, oh, it's in here in my unit of work. So we have to add it in my unit of work. Good, man. A little bit hungover, but not bad. Oh, yeah. I know that. If I recall correctly, you said you used Restream a while back. Is that still the case? No, I affiliated with Twitch. When Live EDU changed their model, that kind of put the nail in the coffin. So here, let's go ahead. We want to add in the context here, just a little bit down. And it was going to be these two generics, and it was called command set, and then we had command reply. Okay, and this is going to be called commands, command sets, command set chats, sets chat. And this will be called a command replies. Command replies. Let's go ahead and add those references. We need to add this at the bottom here. You have two more of these, so let's just add those. Command set, this one's going to be a command set chat, and this one will be a command reply. Now we'll just work our way up. Command reply, command replies, okay, next one here is command sets chat. Okay. This one here is going to be command sets. And this one here is going to be commands. Okay. Let's double check to make sure that this interface is inheriting it. It's not. Command replies. And then finally command reply. Right? I just want to make sure that that actually took. Looks good. Now back here on my data access layer, we have to actually create these things, right? Didn't you add all this commands, get command, get command, get command, get command, blah, 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 blah. So you have to implement all this. Oy vey. Okay, we'll just go fast. I want to look at these four, and we'll just rinse and repeat here. So the first one is get command set. Let's use providers up here again. And the reason I do this is because if I ever need anybody else to work on this thing, they don't have to worry about generics or anything. They can literally just come in here and just grab the methods that they need. It makes it really easy. So this is going to be a command. Oh, you already have this set up, so this needs to be asynchronous for each one of these, right? So now you're going to grab your entities, which are any of from this command, and we want to change it over to a command DTO. And we're going to change that now. And then we're going to add it here as a command, and then we'll return view models. This is sets. Like that. Okay. This one here is get command. We'll just do it this way. We'll let them win. Okay. This is going to be command set. Like that. Actually, so you have a little bit of a thing. This is a get, so this needs to be where the s.stream ID okay, this one here, you're saying get command sets. So this is command sets, right? And you want to get it where the stream ID is equal to my stream ID. And then you want to change this. What am I making here, says Snook? This is an ASP.NET MVC application. Let me get rid of that. It also has a web API and the front end again is MVC, and then a Windows services layer. So what I'm doing is I'm building the data access layer right now for the web API. And this is on the client side. So you as a third party would be able to connect to this and register an application and make use of this API. And in just a few minutes, you'll see I'll be able to easily connect this up to the web API, like literally in about 5 minutes, and you'll see it all working together. But I'm getting confused with how this implemented these. So let's just do this how I want. Get command set. Oh, no, it did it the way I wanted. I'm just confusing myself. So this is fine. This is a command set. That looks right. Okay, the next one here is get command set. So this one is going to be a command set, and we want to get by ID asynchronous the command set ID. Right? And then here we can say that we're going to go to this one. And then we can just do a map. So you should come up and pull your provider here. So this one's just going to be called an entity, right? And if this thing is not null, then you want to map this over to the correct DTO. And then you want to return this. Otherwise, what you want to return is null. So let's go back and put this in the correct place. Like that. Okay, those two are done. This one here is a create a command, so let's go grab it from up here. Okay, this one is going to be a command set DTO here, so you're going to map this request to a entity. And then this one's going to be a command set. Oh, you don't have that. All you do is now you insert this into command set, and then you're going to save as the and map it over to the command set. It's not a view model anymore, it's a data transfer object. Actually, let's do that as a view model here. So that way it's set up to go with responses. Oh, this one is a DTO. So this one needs to be mapped here to that. All right. Hey, Tycho, 5555555. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, again, go ahead and pop them in the channel. Let me see here. This looks pretty good all around. This one here is my create. We're going to insert this one as a, we're not mapping anything. We need to map this one to the command set, like that. Then we're going to insert it. Then we're going to save changes. And if it works, we're going to return the view model. This one is the update. Provider update. So now we're going to try and parse this request to get this ID out. And if in fact that is the case, then you want to get your command sets. And then you want to get that. And then you're going to map this across to your entity, which is a type. Command set, right? With an S. Then you're going to add it. And then this is going to be a command set view model. And then the last one is a delete. Okay, this one here is command sets again. We want to get this by my command ID. And now if this is not null, then we want to delete it. Easy enough. Rinse and repeat. So now here, you could just go ahead and grab this and you're going to change out your command set to be command set chat. Get command sets chats. So we can fix this one. This one's going to be taking a command set ID. This goes away. This needs to be a view model. Oh, that's right. Get command set here, command set ID. That looks right. Chat. Oh, shoot. That's fine. Command set chat ID. Command set chat create view models create. And this is going to be a command set chat ID. This needs to be a command set ID. Okay. The next ones that you have are a reply, and then this as a just a command. So let's do the reply next. Like that. I want to do that one more time. That was not good. You forgot chat. This one's going to be command reply, create command reply, replies, chat asynchronous. This one's just going to be from the command ID, right? This one's going to be a command reply ID. And this one will be a command reply ID. And this is a command set chat ID. Making a mess, it looks like. Fixed. Making a mess. Last one. I want this one again. We just want to say that this one is a command set chat, and we're going to change that to be a command. get command, oops. Nope, that was right. And this one's going to be a command set ID, which is right. This should be a stream. Like that. Okay. Why is command in a different one than the rest? Allie.chat view model. Because it is in the right one. Like that, okay? And this one's going to be a command ID. This one's going to be a command ID. Command, get commands. And that looks good. And we can get rid of the rest here. Okay, let's fix our errors, of which there's only a few. Hey there, Jab PD Movies. Welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the channel. Also, all the videos for since the beginning of this project up to where we currently are at are up on youtube.com/c/liberty. I'm trying. We're about 5 days behind, but they're all here. I just need to upload them. I've been a little behind. Okay, this thing now in the interface is unhappy with me. So we can fix that by getting rid of the ones that we added and just adding in the new ones, the correct ones. Easy enough, takes just a second. And now we've talked about this earlier. This is just it's a good way for me to error check and make sure that I'm happy with the interface too. Hey there, Jet PD. Thank you for that stream. Host. I think I've been here before. Appreciate that, buddy. Are you part of the Discord? You should, if not. Appreciate that. Almost there, last one. And that's that. And now we can do one mass edit at a time. Add the views, and we're good. I guess we need to do these. All right, good. Let's check our errors. Okay, this is a view model. Oop. I'm going to just pull these up so that we don't lose them, but I think there's only going to be a few. So this one says that this is a commands, get commands here. This is a command set, right? Hold on. This one is only going to be returning the command set, right? So you actually have to make sure that this is going to be getting this one. And you could just do get by ID, asynchronous, and it's just going to be of your command set ID, right? And this is going to be called command set. And then it's going to be entities. And it's going to be your unit of work dot command sets dot where, nope, get asynchronous s where my s dot command set, no, hold on, nope, this is commands. Couldn't you just do something like this? Include, no, because you can't anymore. Okay, let's go back, because you've wrapped it. And this one's going to be your command set ID is going to be equal to your command set ID. I guess you could just do this. That works. Hey there, Piku. How are you doing? Silk Mofo says, what in the world is going on with that keyword? Is it reversed? Yeah, I got it mirrored on here. Yep, I'm on the Discord. I haven't posted much, though. Yep, no problem, man. Hey, Piku. How goes it today? This is called a command sets chat. Okay, and this was a command set ID. Like that. That's done. A few more. Command replies. Then this one. Command ID, entity commands delete. Command replies. This one is command reply ID. So here, you want to get the one where my command ID is equal to command ID. This one here is a command replies. This one is a request, and you're adding it. This one is a command replies again, and you've added it. 6 more. Command sets chat. This is the ID. Brilliant. Never seen that before. No worries. Let's see, all the videos for what we're making are up on YouTube, youtube.com/c/liverdevtrying. liverdevtrying. And what we're making is into an ASP.NET MVC for web application on the front end, and then on the back end, it's got a web API, which is exposed to third party. So you as a developer can make use of this as backend as a service model on my side. It has a Windows service which is running with a variety of different business logic layers where we're routing messages that are being run into that server, so to say. So they can come from multiple RSS feeds. It could come from my own bot, which is sitting out there, or your bot, which we've already implemented. And then you can choose, like, I want these messages to go to this stream and I want these events with it. And so that will be exposed to like a TCP socket or a web socket, or then also as a chat for an end user just on the web app itself. And so we hooked it up to Unity yesterday so that I can have a initial use case on my overlay. And we're setting up the command system right now, which will also be used as a general command system across the board. So this one's set up for chats, but my general command system, the one that I made here called command, we're going to use those inside of packets. And I think we're going to mandate that it's JSON objects that are being sent across, because I don't really want to go into sending anything other than a JSON object across. Like like sending memory bytes, things that are stored in memory from C# app to C#. No, I'm not using the mouse left-handed. Okay, this one contains a response for channel response. So what's wrong here? Why is this unhappy? Oh, this is a command response. Oh, did you never make your responses? Let me go back and double check that, because it looks like you have a little bit of a problem here. This one is called a... It's in your libraries here. for server under, nope, client under responses, you have command response. Yeah, you never finished this. You needed to, this is called a command view model, right? Easy enough. The next one here was a commands response, which is a command view model. U is analogous to you, the user, you, the universe, you, whoever is listening. It is my internal monologue. This one's going to be commands. Okay, we have a few more of these to do. This one is going to be called a command set response. Command sets response. So this one is a command set view model. Like that. Command sets response. This one here is a command set response, which is a command set view model. Two more. Okay, this one here is a command reply response and a command replies response. About to hook it up here to the web API. Command reply response here, which is a command reply view model. Here too. Would help if I spell it right. This is going to be called a command replies response. Just make sure. Command response is a view model, Okay, we only have one more now, which is it's just the vanilla command, right? No, you have that one. Command reply, command set chat. So command sets chat response. This one here was a command set chat view model, command set chat. And the last one here is a sets chat response. Command set chat response. This one is singular. This one is a plural. Okay, and this one has a command set chat view model. Hey, GGNZ, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that, buddy. Doing great, man. How are you today? Thanks for coming back, checking out the stream. This one needs to be a sets chat view model response, right? Boom, boom. Everything's looking pretty great. So let's hook it up to the web API. We're going to clean it. We're going to rebuild it, make sure everything works. Still the same day for me. Oh, yeah, you're like 12 hours forward, I think, right? Okay. oops, let me make sure that I, okay. So we have 2 errors now. Let's fix those. Metadata file, and so it's nothing. It's just going to run just fine. So I think we need to update the database. No, I think we're good. I'm just going to go ahead and try running it real quick. And then if it works, we're going to tap it into our web API. Good, everything's working. Let's go ahead and stop it. So over on the web API, remember we're using it on the, not the client side. We're doing it on the client side. So that's this one. We need to make a new controller in here. I'm going to make a new folder. We're going to call this commands. And I want to add a new control. Well, technically, yeah, but 1:57. Oh, that's early. That's what time I woke up. Oh, we need to make sure that we add it to, this is never going to work until we add it here. I'm sorry, I forgot one step. In the data access layer, we have to add in the data access layer, this one, you have to add this in the auto mapper. Good thing we already have all these things set up, so we could just grab like provider. We'll just add it at the bottom. So there's 4. So the first one was channel. No, I'm sorry. The first one was command. Oh, you want to start here. Command, 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 and then these 2 can be command. So that seems easy enough just to go like this and go provider and go command set. Same thing here. Command reply. And then this final one is command set chat. Now we should be fine. So let's hook it up over here. We need to add, what this is that it's a ASP.NET MVC4 application on the front end, and then it's also got a web API on the back end. And it's also, what it does is, I have a Windows service layer, which is running out there. That's a separate piece, okay? It's got multiple services that are running, and it takes messages from multiple RSS feeds, and then it routes them accordingly. So it's set up as backend as a, backend as a service model so that you as a developer can tap into it to handle your networking needs, either using a TCP or a WebSocket. But as a end user, you'll be able to use the chat application itself for immediate use. So it's set up as backend as a service model at the moment. So I want to make sure now that I'm adding my controller, and we're going to do a new one, which is a web API. And I don't need to reinvent the wheel again. So we're going to take providers, and we're going to say that this thing is called command. Commands controller. We'll go ahead and make another one in here. And we're going to say that this thing is a partial class, okay? And this is going to inherit from base controller, which is of type commands. I need to say what type of service this takes, which is an data access layer allie.chat, right? Or something like that. I remembered. It needs to have a constructor, which I can just have it generate for me. May not specialize different base classes. Hold on. You have to get rid of the copy that you made. Okay, and now let's go ahead and implement the constructor. There it is. And now we can add in, I'm just going to grab from providers here. Perfect. And we need to add in my route prefix here, which is here. So the first one here is going to be called allie commands. This is going to be called, oh, you know what? We'll just, since it's all the same, why don't we make it just super easy on ourselves? Command, we want to provider. We want to just change that to be command. Nice. How hard would it be to create a browser game? How people create like a simulator games? It depends on how you want to do it and what platform it is. Would that be with Unity that you'd be looking for that, or something like Unreal, or just something that's straight like a JavaScript kind of game? Because with Unity you can build stuff out to WebGL, so that is a possibility. Let me see, route prefix here. Let's go ahead and add this one in. We have our commands here. This is going to be called commands response. We can add that. We need to add in our link to threading. Get commands, we have to add in that. Commands, it doesn't like me here. Because this thing should be pooping out a DTO. It's not. This should be a view model. No, that's okay. This needs to be a view model, DTO, sorry. And we'll kill this. And we need to add this link in, and is this gonna work now? Come on. Commands. And now this thing wants to get a command set ID. So here you want to pass in a string called a command set ID. So now if my good.tryparse of my command set ID, and we'll say it's an out var called my command set ID good. Then what we want to do is we want to do it down here. Then you want to grab it from your command set good. And then if it doesn't equal to null, then you're good there. So now the next one here is get command. It's going to be called an ID here. And all you're doing is trying to get this out, and otherwise you're going to, that looks fine. Oh, try to get this as an ID. If it's not, we don't have other stuff. Perfect. Here's the next one for create. There are no graphics like 3D or 2D. I'm talking to text. Oh, those are cake. Those are cake. If you want to do a text thing or console thing, those are cake. You can, yeah. See, so that's fine. Command create request. That's fine. That's fine. And delete it. Looks good. Let's go ahead and format this thing out. Come on. Okay, that should be good. We should make one more right now so that I can actually try it. We need to make one for command set. So let me grab all of this. We're going to make a new, we'll just copy and paste a new one. And this is going to be called command sets. What do you mean cake? Easy. Yeah, tech stuff is. Usually you can set up some kind of a generic system so that I don't have to code everything by manual means, but you can set up like an interface through a website that you can go in and make modifications to your text game through. We take a copy of this. When I look back over here, this is still a partial, so I don't need this anymore, and I don't need this anymore, and I don't need this anymore. So this thing is called command sets. So we could just do this in the same way as we did last time. We're going to say that this command is going to go to command set. Command set's response gets command set. Here you go. We're going to try to get out, this is a stream ID, right? Stream ID good. I guess we could just say stream good. Like that. Now here you want to get your stream ID, and this is going to be called a, this one is a DTO, right? Fine. Okay, that's good. Command set, get command set is an ID. We're going to check to see if it's a good, then we're going to grab it and create the response. This is command set here. Create command set, that looks good across the board. And then finally, this one is command set update. That looks fine. And delete command set looks fine. Okay, let's do the other two. We'll just go real quick. This one here is a command replies controller. We'll save the easiest one for the last. Okay, here I just want to, in this current document, I want to change, no, I want to just change here all the way down. Command set. We want to change that to be command reply. Now that one's going to require a little bit of help here. Command replies response, right? Command replies. How are you spelling that here in the library? It's here under your replies, request, responses, command replies, request. Command reply response is called command replies response. If you spell it right, that would help. Okay, so this one is going to have a command set ID associated with it, right? Like that. We want to get here the command set good. This response is going to be a DTO. I guess if you know coding, then yeah, I'm just a graphics designer. Yeah, I have no clue about that either. I was just answering what Kate meant. Would you need to coding, or can you get away without knowing? If you set up the generic system around it, then you can get away with just being an end user. Yes, you don't need to know coding for it. That's actually the goal of a lot of the applications that I write, is that I try to set it up so that you can be masters of your own data. And I just kind of create the structure to allow you to do so. Everybody always has their own ways that they want to do it. So I'm just trying to make those realities as much as possible. This is going to be get command replies async, right? Of my command set good. No, this is a command ID. Like that. Okay, that one's fine. Let's change this one. Okay, command reply. It's just an ID. It's going to pass that in. That's fine. Here's a command reply. We're going to create one. That looks fine. And this is a command reply. We're going to update one. That looks fine. And here's a delete command reply. And that looks fine. So we have one final one, which is super duper easy, which is, how long are we at? We're at like an hour and 20 minutes to create the data access layer. That's not bad at all. what exactly where we start for that? Well, you would have to design what you want, essentially. What is it that you would be looking for, and kind of like lay that out. And then once we get the basic idea, we can kind of formulate a way to generate kind of the system that you would allow you to have that manage your text, however adventure, and however that's going to work, whether that's through like a website, or whether that's through like a TCP client, or like however you want to set that up. Are you creating a wrapper? What's that PHS stuff? What do you mean? I'm creating the data access layer at the moment. So I think we're just about there. I only have one more of these APIs to write. So here, if I look back in here under commands, the last one was sets chat, right? Controller. Okay, and so now here, let's go ahead and make the changes. So this is going to be command set. Hey, Fulgrin, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, again, pop them in the channel. Got a really active supportive community. Appreciate you guys being here. Also, all these videos from the first one up to where we currently are at are up on YouTube, youtube.com/c/libertevtrying. So if you could go there, check them out, give me a follow if you would. Thank you. All right, so this one's going to be a command set, and we want to change this to be a command set chat. And it's going to require a little bit more love than that, but that's not bad. Command set chat, like that. Okay, this thing needs a stream ID, that's correct. This one's going to be a get command sets chat, asynchronous for my stream good here, like that. Just a moment. I mean, that's fine. This one needs to be modified to be a DTO, right? Okay. Oops. Sorry. Weird. Okay. Like that. Okay. Command set chat, command get command set chat for this ID. We're going to get it. That looks fine. Command set create request. That looks fine. Create it. That looks fine. And then here we have our update, and that looks fine. Let's build. I guess PHS is an acronym for Pixel Horror Studios. Oh yeah, that's exactly what that is, Pixel Horror Studios. And then allie.chat is the application within it as well. It's its own kind of thing. Yeah, I understand, but where I'm asking is where would I like start to do it? I guess PHS 07 from runtime for all right, serializer. Gigi, let's just talk offline and we could figure something out. We just need to kind of get an idea of what it is that you're looking for. Okay, we're good to go, so let's run it. And let's see the fruits of our labor. Hey, here's the app. Here's the services layer. Here's the app. Our identity server is running in the background, and here's our web API. I don't have anything that should be creating a break. Okay, I have a problem here with multiple routes in my Swagger, so let's correct that. Means I missed one. So this is command replies, command reply, command reply, command reply. Delete, put, post, get, that's fine. Commands, command, get, post, put, delete. Command sets chat, command sets chat, command set chat, command set chat, command set chat. Command sets, that's the problem. Oh. That's the reason why I'm getting it to start without a debugger. Wait for it. Oh yeah, I can pull this off. And here you go. Now we can look here at commands. Here's all of the ones that we just made in the last hour and a half. So let's see if any of them work. If I look at command replies, that was going to require something. If I look at a stream, even just my command set here, this is going to say that it requires a stream ID. So let me modify that here, since that's the very top one. So if we look here at command sets, if you want to do a get command sets here, we can say that this is going to be optional, okay? And if it is, so we'll do that right here. If my stream ID is equal to, I'm sorry, we should just do a string dot is null or white space of my stream ID, then what you want to do is a else you want to do all of this stuff. Now in here under your get command sets, I guess you want to look at the interface on that, right? You want to have one more of these where you don't have to require this. This is for admin access. Like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and check that. It's okay, I'd rather stick with level design chat. We're going on and open the scope out where to start for another idea. Yep. No worries, man. Oh, somebody said something. You got get command sets chats async. Extra S in there. Get command sets chats. Thank you. I see. It's corrected now. I appreciate that. I'm so rude. Great eyes, by the way. Okay, we have one error because I need to implement this. Damn, dude, you made this look easy, says classical uncle. What do you mean, man? Join the Discord. We'll get you there too. Promise you. That's our jams. Down here, my get commands sets. This one. Let's take this and get rid of this. Also, all these videos for this are up on YouTube, youtube.com/c/liberdevtrain. So make sure you check that out and give it a follow over there if you would. Here, let's just get all of our command sets here. Let's run it. Oop, did it again. Did it again. Started without a debugger. So the reason I'm doing that is that in Visual Studio, if you're programming in Unity and you want to attach it, it's Control F5. And if you do it outside of Unity, it's in regular Visual Studio, it's just F5. If you use Control F5 in Unity, then it will start without a debugger. Okay, this is fine. Let's check the web API over here. Okay, we look here at commands, and we look at sets, and we're going to run this, and you can see everything's okay. We currently don't have one. So let's create a set. Here, we could just grab this, and we're going to say that this is going to be a... Actually, we want to make a set chat. So I'm going to create one of these. Our leading characters are going to be just this. And this is going to be called PHS General. The general command set for Pixel Horror Studios streams. And we'll say it's active, and we'll run it. Internal server error. So what happened here? First things first, let's take a look at the database for command sets. Interesting. So it made two tables for this, and I don't think I want that. Did I make it do that? Let me look at my entities real quick. I did. So let's kill it. Let's fix that. Here, I'm going to set this as my default. We're going to add a migration here to the context. Crap, spell it right. Beautiful. Okay. Looks good. We'll update it. So we're just changing how Entity Framework is setting up our database. So now if I check it again, now there's commands, replies, and command sets, and there's a discriminator and something that says leading characters. So we can try it again. And I got to see why that failed when I wanted to create my command set. Right here. And let's start it. Here we go, here we go. Service is running. Over here, we'll just try this again. It's called commands. Command set. We're going to post one for chat. Here it is. My request looks good. We're going to try to create it here. We're going to map it. Mapping looks fine. The thing is that it doesn't have active, good. It doesn't have any commands. It doesn't have a row version. Oh, we're not attaching a stream to it. That's what the problem is. So here, you have to make sure that this create request has a stream ID associated to it. Okay. And so now, when you're just sending that to this one here was the command sets. This one. This should automatically map it. Okay, let's run it. That should correct it for me because of auto mapper. Okay, here we go. Feel pretty good that this is going to work now. Nope, still failed. Enter exemption failed. Let's try it again. Okay, so it mapped. We still don't have a stream ID because we didn't send one. So let's make sure that we catch that prior. We'll make sure that this is required. And now we'll say, just to double check here. If it's not invalid, or if my request dot stream ID is string dot is null or white space. Okay, so let's run that again. I got to make sure I include a stream ID. We can just grab one here. Okay. Okay. If I look at the request now, there it is. Ta-da, everything worked. Okay, so you can see that that created. And now if I looked back over here at my get for everything, sets chat, command sets chat. You still have to put in a stream ID. So if I came down here to my, I think I have one in memory, and I just run it, you could see there it is, and everything serialized incorrectly. Hey there, it's Flan. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Okay, let's now check our command. We want to create an actual command here. So we'll post one. It looks like my command is not requesting a command set, so let's do that. Create command here. This thing is going to be a public string command, just a moment, set ID. Okay. I just started that without debugging. That was stupid. Give it just a second. Here we go. What am I doing at the moment? I'm putting in a command system into my web API so that you can use it for allie.chat, which is an RSS message routing service. And one of the applications that we have it for is a Twitch bot. So that's what we're setting up at the moment. So here, now, when I check this again, I should have what's called a, who is that that's followed? Hey there, it's Flan. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that, buddy. If you had questions, again, go ahead and pop them in the channel. Dog1144, how you doing, man? Welcome. Let me here change this to include the command set ID, right? And the one that you set was, you just created it. It's this ID. So that created successfully. It doesn't have the command set, so it did not serialize the command set. So let's double check that. That thing's taken away happily. Hey there, Dog1144. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good, I'm following now as you as well. Thank you, man. That's great. Appreciate that. I'm coding in C# right now. ASP.NET a little bit too for the front end and the web API. Okay, so this is looking great. I need to make sure that in my pull here for my get command, you know what would be the easiest thing to do would be to trace this down to the entity, and we could just go ahead and say that this command set has a number of these virtual commands. So now we've enabled lazy loading only for this one entity. And I think that that makes sense because I don't think we'll really ever be calling a command set without wanting to call the individual commands. I guess we would. This is sort of a cheat trick. So we'll just see if it changes it. It should. So I can come over here to the new one that we just loaded, and I want to look at commands, and I want to look at commands update. So back over here where you just did it, it's not this one. Where did you add it? Post. Wasn't this one? It was this one. So this one added this ID. So let's just get it now. See if I did a get on this thing command. It should serialize. Oh, it didn't. It did not bring out command set. So let me make sure that that's working in my commands. It did bring in an ID, but it says that it doesn't have a stream ID. So we have a problem with our entity. Let's go fix that. Yeah, I do. I know Unity pretty well. Okay, here. Command, one command. I say that this thing has a stream ID on it. I don't see where that happens. Let me look at a stream. You say that one stream has a number of these commands on it, and it's not. It's command sets. Let's rebuild it. We'll need to update the database. Sure. What's going on, man? You know, that startup screen, I like to remove some of the resolutions, but not the whole startup screen. If you go to File, Player, Settings, you can set that in there. Edit. If you go into Edit, Project Settings, Player. Here, you can change the resolutions for each one of your different options, and you can disable which ones and enable which ones you want. Okay. So that's looking pretty good now. Let me go ahead and update this. We need to set this one as the default. Set a startup project. Now we want to do an add migration. We'll just keyboard mash it. No worries, man. Do me a favor, if you could, give me join our Discord. Let me pass that over here, and then also you can watch all these videos from the first one up to where we currently are at, or over here at Twitch. I'm sorry, at youtube.com/c/LiveDevTry. And if you guys could check them out, and go ahead and give me a follow over there if you would, because we just started doing that a little bit ago. I'm about 4 videos behind. Okay, let's go ahead and update that. Everything worked. It dropped my index, dropped my foreign keys. Let's go ahead and restart all the projects here again. Thanks, man. Thank you, CubeCrafter360, for that follow. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. So I wanted to check, which one was it that we were working on? Was it this one? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right, we'll just make a new one here. So I wanted to look then at commands, and our command sets, let's look at this. Here's the one that we have. And now if we look at our command sets for command, it wants me to pass that in. You can see that we have one here. And now if I want to get it, because it's still not returning command set here. So we got a little bit of a thing. Let's fix that. So now here, when I'm doing the data access layer, so that's under my modules, allie.chat data access layer in my client side, nope, on my service for this one, it's at the bottom, right? You currently have it set to get command here. And now you want to also get your var subentities equals your unit of work dot commands sets dot get by ID asynchronous is going to be your entity dot command set ID. And then here you can map it here, and you can say view model dot command set equals mapper dot map command set view model to my sub entity. This thing says it's a DTO. Fine with that. Let's try it. Oh. I do in contract work, GGNZ for the full time. Why do you have 125 subs? That looks low in theory for how good you are at this. I just started putting the videos up on YouTube when I started doing this project. So I think we're on day 36 or 37 or 38 of it. So that's how long we've been putting them up. And I'm like 5 or 6 days behind. So I think it's doing okay. That first video seems to be getting popping. But I appreciate that, man. Thank you. So let's double check to see on the web API here. Here it is. Perfect. Now what we can do is we can assign some replies to this, right? Okay, and now here command replies, we could take a look. We have to pass in the command ID, which is okay. So now if we wanted to post one, oh, we don't have it on here. So let's go add that. So command reply request. This needs to have a string here for my command ID. And this one's going to be required. And let's add this over on the web API so that we have a test on the allie.chat here for the sets controller sets create request, which is going to be under the replies here. Or if my request dot command ID is a string dot is null or white space, right? Okay. And then here we want to create a command reply. And we're just going to insert this, map it, and map it back. When you had this get command here set, no, it was the get command. Which one was it that you had to command set? No, it was a commands, get command. So this one. In here, you also need to make sure that you get your sub entities in here, like that. And then same thing here. And this one, you want to say that your command set's in here, right? Like that. Then you're going to map it, and then you're going to update this. Perfect. And then you'll have a delete. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? I'm not editing. Oh, pixels. Pixels are down at the moment. That's part of the bot that we're building. Dude, you could show me the player settings thing again because I don't think I'm going to let it screen. Okay, sure, I can do that. Are you running 4 monitors? Yeah, I am running 4. 1, 2, there's a vertical one, and then that one over there. Showered. Super tower. Summertime soon. Me. Sure, it's here. If you go to edit, project settings, player, It's in the very first one, and you can see the different build types here that you can choose. So here you can change your resolutions. I think you can even change supported aspect ratios in here too. Okay. Oh, I don't have the commands running yet. That's what we're working on right now. Okay, so let's check to see. I also wanted to make sure that in my command reply, if I look here in entity, there should be a command, right? So we need to get the sub entity equals we're awaiting the command replies dot, I'm sorry, commands dot get by ID asynchronous of my entity dot command ID. View model dot command equals mapper dot map command view model to my sub entity. Now this thing's probably what, a DTO or something. Command reply view model, command reply view model. Like that. Okay. We have to do the same thing here. Entity dot, sorry. Whoa, what's this all about? Oh yeah, that's right. Entity dot sub dot command sub entity. Like that. And then we're going to insert this and then save it. Same thing here on the update. So if in fact you're able to get this, you want to get the replies here. If it's not equal to anything, let's go ahead and get our sub entity. So here, if my entity is not equal to null, then let's add it here. Hey, Snap CS1, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that, buddy. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the channel. Got a really active, supportive community. Happy to have you as part. Thanks again for the support. And then we'll do an entity dot command equals sub entity, right? Okay, and then we have a delete. Looks great. And so, just to make sure when I do this, okay, let's go ahead and try it. What keyboard is this? This is a, it's called a bloody keyboard, and it's light strike. So instead of having traditional keys, it has lights that when I press, it uses IR lights to detect keystrokes. Thanks for the welcome. Awesome work. No worries, man. Thank you for coming and being a part. If you have any questions, make sure you pop them in. Have you joined our Discord? Let me post that link. And then also all the videos for where we currently are at on this project, except for I think we're like 3 or 4 days behind, but we're only like 30 something days into it. They're up on YouTube, youtube.com/c/liverdevtrying. Thanks for the support. So now if I look back here, I wanted to see my, let's just step through this again. So what we're going to do is we're at commands, and we wanted to grab our command sets, which is this one, and we're going to grab it as a chat here. Did I grab the wrong ID? Oh, they're both command sets. Derp. Hey there, Bragg4. Thank you for that subscription. I don't know what that means. I think you're the very first subscription I've ever received. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Thanks. All right, here we go. Let's see. So my stream, I want to get the stream ID that this thing is associated with, right? Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Oh. All right, I'm getting some kind of a bug here. I gotta see what's happening here. Let me check again. I want to look at my commands. We want to look at command sets chat, okay? It's saying that I don't have a command set anymore. All right, so that's weird. Let me try to post one. I already have some streams up, so let's check that. here, this ID. Let's make sure that this stream here goes. So there, it created it. I wonder why it didn't show it. That was so strange. Looks like I need to fill stream because I'm turned off lazy loading. Okay, and then let's go make a command for it. There we are. Let's make a second one for it. Interesting. So now I want to get my commands. Oh, that was a put. It says it's okay. It's only returning 1 though. So if I was to get my commands. Oh, there they are. Okay, so that's working. It was just returning the one that we posted. That makes more sense, okay? And then finally, I wanted to check my reply. Currently, if I look at my command ID, we don't have any replies registered, so we're going to go ahead and add one here. Test reply 1. We'll run it. You can see that that was in fact added. And now if we check our get again, you can see here it is. Now command replies is not including the command, but there's lots of little stuff that we can add on to it. So, but all right, guys, what I got to do is I'm going to take a very short break. I'll be back in, let's say 15 minutes. I'll put it up on the clock. And then as soon as I get back, we're going to start song request hour. We'll do one more hour with song requests on. That one won't be going up on YouTube. We'll just continue forward with this where we left off. So again, make sure you check out YouTube, youtube.com/c/liberdevtrying. Also, if you could join our Discord, I think the link is in the chat at the moment. There's an HTTPS link. We just put up a new website, pixelhorstudios.com. So check that out in the meantime, and I will see you in 15. See you in just a bit.